What do you do, y'all? Bread Tuck Rob, Bread Tuck Gang Forever. Just read chapter, what chapter did I read? Chapter 5 in Suze Orman'S book, Action Plan, and the chapter was Spending. And I tell you what, man, this chapter was a great chapter, man. Suze Orman just talks about, in the hard times in 2009, during the recession, how people should spend their money, how they should bring their finances back in order. She talks about just how people were spending, the excuses people had. Oh, I love my children. I want to make sure my children have everything. I got to make sure they have everything they want and need. I got to be a great parent. But she says, man, being a great parent doesn't mean you giving your child everything. Sometimes you got to say no, because you have to really look at things. Would you rather give your child all these material items now, and by the time it's time for them to go to college, they have nothing in the bank, or by the time they're grown, raising their own families, you broke because you have nothing in retirement? Now you got to go burden them and stay with them. So she's like, man, you got to make some hard decisions. She also says we have to separate needs from wants, and we have to be realistic and we have to be logical. When we're getting these finances back in order, you need health insurance, you need life insurance, you need a place to stay, you need a car. It doesn't say, she ain't say you need a Mercedes Benz or you need the new Lexus or the Charger or the Hummer. They don't even make Hummers anymore. Or the new, well, they don't make them for everyday citizens. They still make them for like the army and stuff, the military. But anyway, I digress. But anyway, you needs, man, when we're talking about needs, okay, those are your needs. But when we talking about wants, she makes an example, a gym membership. You may not exactly need that. You could go do these pull-ups, outside, or go to the park and jog. You could do these push-ups, these crunches though. When we talk about wants, what else did she say? Man, you may not need to do the manicure and pedicure and all that, or you may not need to do it every week. You may need to scale back, because she's talking about getting your finances in order. And she say that a lady gave an example, and or a lady asked a question in the book. The lady told Suze Orman that her finances were less than the actual bills that were coming in. Suze Orman said, nah, fam, you gotta get you, this is what you do. Get you I'm gonna show you an example of the sheet she used. It was like a sheet that monitors how much you're spending every month. Like an expenses sheet. Get you an expenses sheet, look through that, and see what's going out and make some hard decisions. She said your cell phone bill, man, you may not need the super incredible plan with the extra gigs and all that. You need a cell phone. You may got to go back to regular flip phone or the little box phone that you get at the T-Mobile, man, where you can only play games on that joint. What else did she say? Man, cable. Do you need it? You might gotta Netflix that thing, man. She say, man, do you need a home phone and a cell phone? So these are decisions that we have to make when we're talking about spending and bringing our finances back in order, because it's more important for you to have security. That was the thing she was talking about, this security. And when we talk about security, she's talking about this 8-month savings, to where if anything happens, if you have to use your insurance and be in the hospital and you're not working, that mortgage still get paid. These are the things we have to pay attention to when we're talking about spending and saving. And she says co-signing, hey man, she said, don't co-sign for nobody unless you have the money to pay for it yourself. So I don't care, family members and all that co-signing, nah. Unless you have the money to pay for that thing yourself, just in case they fall off. Because they may not be concerned about their credit score. But if they fall off, that's going to hurt you too. If you don't have the money to take over. I know we want to be nice and giving. And nah, fam. She says it is not selfish for you to look out for your financial well-being. That's okay. Okay? Man, what else? And the last thing I'm going to hit you with that hit me. Suze Orman said, now this, I've been on this. Suze Orman said one of the worst investments you can make is in a car. You know, so me personally, I don't understand when people go out and buy Benzes and all that. That's not my business. I don't care. But Suze Orman's, you know, she also says, as soon as you leave, that thing depreciates. Okay. You're never going to get back what you put in when you buy a car. So she says you should do leases, not leases. She says leases are horrible, but you should do, when you finance a car, you shouldn't finance it for more than 3 years. That way, that extra interest, you're not paying over the years, because most of us do 5-6 year deals. She said, man, do 3. Pay that thing off, get it out the way. You got a reliable car, you pay less interest, and you're going to have that thing for the next 10 to 12 years. And it's funny because that's so simple. I never thought about it. Because when I get a car, I usually pay more on it. But why not just get a 3-year deal, you know, pay your 3 years, have that car, and drive off. And she says, hey, man, you don't have to get a new car. Look into a certified used car. But that's just a little game in the book, man. I advise, man, please read Suze Orman Action Plan, man. It's a great book. And we're moving on to the next chapter, which is real estate, chapter 6. God bless y'all. Bread Tuck Ride, Bread Tuck Gang forever. Y'all mucho, take it easy. H-Town all day, man. Y'all take care.